The last few potential agency clients that I've talked to have all said the same thing. When I asked them, what does good look like? Where are we trying to go? And they've all said, I want to sell my agency in the next 5 to 6 years. If that's you, hang out with me for just a couple minutes. I'm going to talk about what that roadmap looks like and how you can drive value in your agency and get the highest purchase price possible, because that's what we're all looking for, right? So, what drives value? Number one, expected free cash flow, and that is normalized. What does normalized mean? And here's the perfect example. If you have an S Corp, your agency's an S Corp, which most agencies are, and you're paying yourself out of that S Corp and you don't have a reasonable compensation, what we're gonna have to do is make an adjustment, probably adjust that salary higher in order to get to what a normalized free cash flow number would look like. Because theoretically, if somebody comes in, buys your agency, you exit the agency, and they need to fill your role, they're gonna have to fill it at the market rate. So we're trying to figure out what's the market rate and what's the delta between the market rate and what you're currently being paid, because that's what the owner can expect after they purchase your agency. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, expected growth in free cash flow. So what is the growth rate of cash flow in your agency, and what's the expected growth rate going forward? Full disclosure here, you're not going to get paid for the expected growth after the purchase. Nobody's going to pay you for a hope and a dream. So this isn't really a lever that we can pull. Expected cash flow, we can pull that lever. We can grow that cash flow over the next couple of years. Expected cash flow beyond that and the growth rate beyond that, not so much, okay? And then number three, risk. Risk is really the game that we're going to be playing when we're trying to build value in an agency. And what does that look like? Well, here are the value drivers of professional service firms. And an agency is a professional service firm, much like a CPA firm, which is what I run. Professional service firms generally are going to be valued in roughly the same way. Okay, so number one, reputation. What is the reputation of your agency? Is it good? Is it bad? A really easy way that you can check this: what do your Google reviews look like? What do your Facebook reviews look like? Do you have a reputation beyond just reviews? Have you done podcasts? Have you done blogs? Have you been a guest on TV shows? Things like that. And is the reputation of that of the agency, or is it of one particular person? Because that matters, right? If somebody's going to come in and buy your agency and then you're going to exit, your reputation exits with you. It's important to build the reputation of the agency itself too. Okay. Personal relationships. Who are the relationships that you, or what are the relationships that you have in the industry? What are the relationships that you have with your clients, suppliers, and what are the relationships that your staff has with those people as well? That is important, because really what we're thinking about when we're looking to sell an agency and somebody's going to come in and buy, they're assessing how likely it is that agency is to continue to be profitable after you leave. So if you have the relationships and nobody else does, that's a problem. Highly skilled staff. Do you have people who work for you who are good at what they do? It's that simple. Obviously, that's going to drive value. 4, cost-effective service delivery. If you come in and you incrementally increase revenue, can you expect to see an outsized net profit from that revenue increase as well? That's a good thing. If the answer is no, that's a problem. Number 5, key employee NDAs. Do your employees have NDAs, non-disclosure agreements? That makes them stickier. That means that a competitor can't come in and pill for them. Number 6, incentive compensation plans. Is your incentive comp effective, and does it keep people in your agency longer? Does it keep them from going to competitors? Number 7, trademarks and copyrights. Do you have anything that you've trademarked and copyrighted? You own that. That's valuable. Number 8, trade secrets. This is your IP. This is how you do things. Is there a certain way that you deliver what you deliver? Do you have certain things that are proprietary to you, how you operate? That's worth something. Key contracts and client concentration. This is how you work with clients. When I talk about client concentration, do you have 5 big clients, and if one leaves, you're going to go out of business? That's more risky than if you've got 25 clients, and if one leaves, not a big deal. Routines capable of sustainable growth. Number 10, this is how you do what you do. Number 11, financial controls. The financial information that you're generating in your agency, is it accurate, and do we know that it's going to be accurate going forward? Which gets us to number 12, fraud prevention measures. Is your agency susceptible to fraud? That gets in the controls as well. And then number 13, project versus subscription work. This is huge for agencies. Project work is more volatile. It's harder to predict cash flow. Subscription work is more consistent, and you can predict cash flow. Okay? So those are the 13 things that you should be focusing on to reduce risk in your agency and increase value.